Here we are, less than 3 weeks until Election Day. Headlines and polls like Halloween candy, they're calling our names. Gary, do you take the bait?
It's funny that we talk about this because I tend to get like this right around this time before every election. If you want to make political activism part of your life year-round, my advice, stay away from all polls and cable election reporting in the last 30 days. Now, just a month ago, this is what I was hearing. Democrats have the wind at their back. The repeal of Roe has changed the game. Rovember. And now I hear Roe doesn't matter to women as much. They're going to vote on inflation, and the Republicans have all the momentum. Add to that the 30 emails that I wake up to every morning from candidates and organizations telling me that I need to set my hair on fire and run through the streets now. No, none of that. I know what's at stake. Here is my recommendation for sanity. Just continue to do what you're doing for 2022 and start putting a tentative plan in place for 2024 now. Because if you believe that it all comes down to this election and this is the most important election of our lives, which we hear every time, if it doesn't go your way, you're going to be devastated. And you're going to lose hope and you're going to stop fighting. And that's what the other side wants you to do. They want you to stop fighting. They want you to be exhausted.
This is the most important election in my lifetime.
Run for your lives!
Start your day with mounting tension. Watch the clock with apprehension. Off your seat, on your feet. Have to hurry up and meet stresses and strains.
You are right. You are absolutely right. And so when I read the polls and it tells me something, it makes me completely insane. But what else it does is it fires me up and it says, okay, you got to keep on going. You got to keep going. I don't believe the polls because they've been so wrong. And I like optimism. So I want to keep hope and optimism alive. And sometimes you really do get to defy history. And so that's the camp I'm in.
We need to make sure that we keep it simple because Republicans do that so well. And we kind of tend to get off into the weeds with the policy. But if we really keep it simple, because the choice is clear, it's freedom or fascism. Yeah. It's that simple. So why is this race even that close?
I find it amazing that it is being suggested to me that there are, in fact, this many people in America who still can't make up their minds. Well, I felt this way before, but now I'm leaning towards this, and I'm not sure. I don't believe any of those people exist. I think most people who are going to actually show up to vote, they already know. They're just waiting. They can't wait to get there. I don't know who all of these people are who think, yeah, J.D. Vance, he's okay. Herschel Walker, I'm sort of seeing that. No. They are slobbering all over each other to emulate the very worst qualities of a terrible, terrible, terrible man. There is no choice. If you're thinking about voting for any of those people, stay home.
I agree. I think that is a fantastic strategy. I'm going to be doing text banking a little bit later today and tomorrow. And when I get someone who says, oh, they're a little bit on the fence, I'm going to tell them just to stay home. I'm going to say the strategy for you is just to stay home, because I'm sure that if they're thinking about it at this point, they're not in our camp. So the notion that we keep saying, well, people are voting on the economy and they're going to vote based on what they're feeling right now. What that says to me is that you are so uninformed that you're going to vote in the party who has never done a single thing on inflation or the economy. And on top of that, all of the policies and pieces of legislation that have been done this year that put money in your pocket, they didn't vote for a single piece of that, but that's the party that you want to vote back in.
I agree. I don't know when this policy has ever worked well for anyone. Oh, my life's not doing so hot right now. I'm going to rearrange all of the pieces. That's better. And I know it hurts. I know the economy hurts, but you need to just be patient because the other party isn't even suggesting they have a solution. Nothing. Why would you support that?
Exactly. Corporations have been using the inflation as an opportunity for them to raise prices. So if you'll think about it, whatever percentage the inflation is, the prices that they have raised are far more. And if you look at their earnings reports, They have earned more over this last year than they've earned in years. And so we got to tell that story, and we got to tell who is standing behind those corporations and who has given them the biggest tax breaks. That'd be the Trump administration.
It's just freedom or it's fascism. What are you choosing?
Well, the first thing is most people don't know what fascism is, so that's no problem right there.
You thought you dumbed it down enough, Mary, but you got to dumb it some more. Add some dumb to that.